A Guide for Polts by C.J. Dennis. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Algie Pug. A Guide for Polts, compiled by the Sentimental Bloke. I ain't no verse hog. When I busts in song and fills the air with tuneful melody, I likes for other coves to come along and biff the lyre in company with me. So, when I see some peb beguile an hour be joinin' in the chorus o' me song, I never sees no use in turnin' sour, for singin' days with no one lasts too long. I like to see the rocks and little lawn grow centres for the arts of weavin' rhyme, with dinky harps for blokes to plunk upon, and spruikin' poits workin' overtime. I love to listen to each tuneful lay of soulful coots who scorn to write for gain, to see true art bloom down in Chowder Bay, and culture jump the joint in Spadger's Lane. Gaw, 'struth! For us, life's got no joy to spare. We're short of bird songs, soarin' clean and pure. A bloke is hardly off the bottle there before he's in the jug, a bird for sure. So who am I to say no bloke shall sing, just how and where and when sich blokes may choose? She's got no lines to show, nor yet no ring. Lor' blimey, I ain't married to me muse. Am square and all, to show there's no offence, to show that in me 'art true friendship lies, I gives free, gratis, and without expense, a few examples just to put 'em wise. First, choose some swingin' metre, sich as this that Homer used, per fits, to boost the wine, and 'ere's a point true artists shouldn't miss, sling in a bit of slang to every line. And when you're full of them alternate rhymes, as all the true push poits is at times, just ring the changes, as I'm doin' now, and find excuse to say, the bloomin' cow. Or, comin' back to Homer's style again, it's easy fer to pen a sweet refrain, with this 'ere kissed a dead-head sort o' line, and this one rhymin' with the former twain. And though this style me soul has often vexed, with care and pains the knack is easy caught. This line's rhymed with the first, and then the next is cut off short. And if you want to round it off all neat, just add a couplet 'ere of equal feet. And 'ere's a style I've very often done. You swing off 'ere and find a second rhyme, then hitch the third line to the leadin' one, and make the fourth lap with the second chime, and then you sort of come another time, and jist end up the same as you begin. It's all dead easy when you know the way, and have the time to practise it. But say, although it sort of takes the eye, no doubt, and mind you, I'm not sayin' but it may, without a stock of rhymes to see you out, this style of rhymin's like to turn you grey. The triplets come much harder than the twins, but I've 'ad to bear 'em for me sins. Here, for a single line, you change the style, switch off a rhyme the same as you begins, and then you comes back at it with a smile, pretending it's dead easy all the while. Them sawn-off lines has often stood me friends, for you can cut 'em up to serve your ends. And frequent I have slung the doting throng this sort of song. To ring surprises on the eye and ear is half the game. It seems to kind of queer the dull monotony. You make a miss, and then do this. Ah, 'struth, it's pretty, but you take my tip, it gives a bloke the everlastin' pip who tries to live upon the game and gets corns on his brain and melancholy debts. With sweat and tears, with misery and sighs, you wring your soul case for one drop of bliss to give the cold hard world, and it replies, "Prompt payment will oblige, please settle this." The rarest treasures of your art you spend on callous, thankless coots, and in the end it comes to this. If you can't find a muse who takes in washing, what's the flamin' use? End of A Guide for Polts by C. J. Dennis.